afternoon, South Africa. Welcome to Afternoon Express. Happy Friday. I'm Bonnie Mbuli. And boy, do we have an impressive guest list lined up for you. First up, we chat to the kings of the weekend, DJ Naves and Sphectacula. And then we're joined by Dalin Oliver, a comedian, who's here to chat to us about his upcoming one-man show. And then we're joined by a very interesting young performer from Khayelitsha. His name is Olwethu Dyantyi, and he is a magician. And he's got a few tricks up his sleeve. Somebody else with a few tricks up his sleeve, because we have a distinguished guest in the loft with us today. Here's Danilo.
Indeed we do. I'm not that distinguished guest. You can see Judy Boucher is live in the loft with us today. We're very excited to have her with us on the show. I'm super excited. Welcome to Afternoon Express. My name is Danilo Acquista. Now, Judy, I see you wearing red, which is perfectly apt because on Sunday, I think for Valentine's Day, you were out in Malawi.
That's right.
Doing a beautiful performance.
Absolutely. It was absolutely stunning.
Amazing. Well,
great.
You're glad to have you in South Africa, not for your first time, after many, many performances in South Africa. She's back in the country. We'll chat to her later on. I'm sure there's so many stories that you cannot wait to hear with us right here on the show. Very excited to have you in the loft with us today.
Thank you.
We're also joined by our resident chef, Clem Pedro, and also just cool kid.
Oh, thank you so much.
Always. So we've got Judy here, and I need you to impress my friend. I've got to, like, she's a big deal. I need to know what we're going to make something delicious. What are you making?
So the pressure's been on, but I'm doing a Caribbean-inspired dish. Instead of jerk chicken, we're doing a jerk duck today.
Oh, delicious.
With a grilled cucumber salad.
Wait, grilled cucumber?
Grilled cucumber salad.
Okay, find out more about that later on in the show. All you have to do is go to our website right now, afternoonexpress.co.za. That's where you can find the recipe and the shopping list. If you want to grill your cucumbers at home, well, find the recipe and the shopping list there for you. In the meantime, though, our first guest joins us on the couch.
Thank you so much. They're one of the country's most popular DJ duos. Together, they host a pre-party on Metro FM. And last year, they released their debut album called Kings of the Weekend, which is nominated for 5 Metro FM Music Awards. Joining us in the loft are Sphectacula and DJ Naves. Welcome to the loft, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you. So I know the story about how this friendship began. First of all, both of you are university graduates.
Yeah.
Yes. Naves, you're from Soweto, and Sphe, you are an accountant from Durban.
That's
I mean, I want to know about this journey from the friendship to becoming, you know, the country's hottest DJ duo at the moment.
Well, firstly, thank you for that. I think, man, like, varsity days, you know, like being in the streets of Melville in Johannesburg, competing, like, against each other, hanging out with competing DJ crews. We kind of found each other at the SABC, like, working behind the scenes there as well. And then, you know, we connected, you know, and it just made sense. We started DJing together, and then the radio show happened, and that's where the real magic started. And,
connected is not a word I'd like to use.
Professionally, let's keep it PG, all right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you've had such an incredible journey. Before we get into, you know, the radio show, what are some of the mistakes that you think, you know, young people are making right now trying to break into, whether it's music or the entertainment industry at large?
I think I was actually reading an article the other day. They were saying the one rehab we have not created is a rehab for fame.
Yeah.
So no one can ever teach you how to deal with fame.
Yeah.
So as soon as it comes at you, like, so many things are being thrown in your direction that you want to grab everything, and you don't just take a deep breath, look at things for what they are. And remember, I mean, it doesn't take it. Sometimes it's you're the lucky one that makes it overnight. But for most people, there's been a journey that's taken you 10, 12 years to get to where you are. And the one mistake of you maybe, like, overlooking something could be the one that ends it all for you.
That's why I think pace is a very big thing. Like, you know, guys want too much too quickly. Pace yourself, you know, just learn the trade, learn from mistakes, and just work.
I love that. I want to know the names, you know, the Kings of the Weekend.
Yeah.
Where did that name come about? Was it because of this huge weekend radio show that you have?
No, we were, I think we're on air, and we're doing a sign-out. And Sphe just said, from us, the Kings of the Weekend, and he closed off the link. Catch you next week. And then
it stuck.
Yeah, it switched on, and I was like, hey, we should merchandise that.
And you're wearing it right now.
Exactly.
Copyright that.
Let's get into business. I mean, more than anything, more than on-air presenters, you are businessmen. You are, you know, live entertainment specialists. You are DJs. You are executive producers. You create content. Is there anything that you still want to add on that list? You see merchandising as well?
Definitely. I mean, we're working on it. We've got a new strategy for the year. We've taken up a bigger office space so that we could hire more people. Our passion is strategy, especially youth strategy. So we're working on that side of the business. We need to get that right this year and just keep pushing so that we continue with we call it edutainment. Wow. We educate and we entertain at the same time. I think there are challenges we met while we're at varsity and with substance abuse, alcohol, whatever the case might be. And I think we are in a position where we can bridge that gap for other people and try and show them the better way.
I love that. And then you fast forward to 2015 and you had the biggest song in 2015. I know because I told you. On the 31st of January, I was at a party in Durban and your song played at midnight, the Kings of the Weekend anthem featuring Professor. I remember a couple of years ago, you said you don't want to make music. And if you do, chances are people are probably only going to buy 3 CDs. And then you have the biggest song, according to Ukhozi FM in 2015, then nominated for 5 Metro FM Music Awards. Does this, and obviously it outweighs, you know, the success outweighs what you thought a couple of years ago.
Yeah, definitely. I think as you grow as an artist, as an entertainer, you always want to move, you know, the goalposts again so that you can try and achieve more. At the time, it was just a scary time in music when digital and physical were... we didn't know exactly where it was going to go, but you just have to have faith in the product you release and do your best, man. I think you doubt yourself at times because of where you are and what you still need to go through, you know? So there's a lot of other hurdles we went through which made us stronger as a business partnership and as individuals and as artists. So once we got over that, we decided that actually we're going to do an album. We're going to do it our way. I think our album is the most unique offering that has ever been released in the country. It hasn't been done before, so we can't fail. It's all trial and error.
Absolutely.
And the cool thing is, like, people trust us. Like, most importantly, like, if guys go out to a gig and we're there, they know they're going to have a good time. When they tune into the TV show or the radio show, they know they're going to have a good time. So it's that as well, that, like, we kind of take that to heart, that with whatever we do, it's got to be great because people, they are like, this is ours. I mean, to the point where Kings of the Weekend anthem has been changed on the streets to
Yes.
We've had to, on all our platforms, change it to Tshishangafa.
And there was a challenge on Twitter as well.
And that also happened just like on its own.
That's incredible. Now let's talk about the TV show then, you know, Ones and Twos on SABC1, created, founded, all of this, a concept that was made by Spey and Naves. And then you have a winner, Prince KB, who becomes this massive success. So far so that both you guys and Prince KB are nominated at the Metro FM Music Awards in, you know, 2 categories together. How does that make you feel, being responsible for creating somebody's dream, you know, making them come true?
The master versus the student.
The master versus the student, absolutely.
It's the craziest thing because when we came out with the show, there were so many doubters. I mean, people said all sorts of things about us and we were like, okay, cool. And now nobody has anything bad to say there, you know what I mean? So it's amazing. And I think just for the platform that show gives young up-and-coming DJs and producers, Prince KB, DJ Mshega are examples of what you can become. And that's it, man. The show is just there to open doors. And then once the doors are open, you just got to keep running with it.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't even imagine the feeling of seeing something that you're responsible for, you know, right there.
It's so crazy, especially because, like, there's challenges everywhere. I think for us personally as well, we used to get a lot of tweets, guys going, what do 2 hip-hop DJs know about house music?
And look now.
Well, #1 house song.
5 Metro FM nominations later. The Metro FMs are next week, Friday, out in Durban. You're nominated for 5 categories. An unfair question I have to ask you. You know, best duo, best collaboration, best dance album. What else?
Best music video.
And song of the year. If you had to choose one category that you want to take home, which one would it be and why?
I think song of the year, like, would be very, very cool for us, right? But if we had to choose one, it would be best duo, because that talks to just, you know, like, kind of where we've taken our business, like, relationship and just all our plannings, etc., and how it's all come together. That would talk a lot about that. So, yeah, please vote.
Fantastic. So please vote. There we go. I mean, the best of luck to both of you.
Thank you
the
so
merchandise, is it available? Where can we find it? It looks super cool, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Can you stop checking mine, though? I mean,
Just get onto Facebook,
Okay.
search for Kings of the Weekend, DJ Naves Spectacular on our pages.
Yeah.
All the information about where to get merchandise is available on there.
Okay.
And, we'll
And there's
get
a
it
bigger
to you.
plan around that as well that we're going to reveal very, very soon.
We can't
finally,
wait.
I think we're getting it right. So yeah,
We
it's coming.
can't wait. Well, all of us at Afternoon Express wish Spectacular and DJ Naves all the best at the Metro FM Music Awards next week. And make sure you catch the pre-party on Metro FM Saturdays from 6 to 8 p.m. More after the break right here on Afternoon Express.
Salati Plantation Select adds subtle sweetness to toffees, caramel, bran muffins or sprinkled into a spicy curry. Salati, always good, always sweet.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on SABC3. Now, since her debut album in 1987, Can't Be With You Tonight, from which the title song has become an international classic hit, till now, she has released no less than 11 albums. A household name in the reggae and R&B music world, she has been performing for more than 40 years. We're honoured to have her in our loft today during her 8th visit to South Africa, the iconic Judy Boucher. Welcome. Lovely to have you with us.
Nice to be back.
Yes, so this marks your 8th visit to South Africa. Apart from the fans, what brings you back every time?
Well, the fans want me back.
Wow.
They keep calling, when are you coming back? And it just so happened that I'm just lucky that the people here love me, and that's all I can say.
Yes.
And it gives me the opportunity to return time and time again. And I never get tired of it.
You never get tired.
Never
Do you
get tired
recall
of it.
your first ever visit to South Africa? And
Yes.
do you remember
wow.
the emotions that surrounded
Yes,
it?
very much so. I think it's probably my 1988 or 89 was my first visit. It started off a little bit controversial.
Yeah.
Because it was a time when there was the cultural boycott, and people did not take too kindly of me coming to South Africa. I remember the first request, and I turned it down.
Right.
Because I was worried of, how...
Because of the political climate.
Yes, that's
at the
right.
time.
And then they just won't stop. And I keep asking questions. How would it be when I get to the airport and such? But they assured me that everything would be fine.
Everything would be fine. Yeah.
I did my homework in London and asked the union, what do they think of me going? And they said, we have no problems with it.
That's
but
incredible.
what we ask you not to do, not to sing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that must have startled you.
Well, they said, tell your life story, and but just don't sing, don't even mime. But you have lots to talk about because of your success, so go and soak it all up.
Yeah.
And I did that.
Wow.
And we had some fantastic open broadcasts. One especially in Cape Town. Thousands and thousands of people came. I couldn't understand it because we arrived in Cape Town in the evening, so I didn't see anything. And then they were taking me to the venue the following day.
Yes.
And I just saw people, they were running from, it's like everywhere. And I'm saying, where are they going? Not realizing that they were running
Coming to see
me.
you. Isn't that amazing?
And, oh my God, it's a memory that I'll never forget.
Wow.
Got there, and all I could see was a sea of people. And they brought cloth for me. A guy even brought a cow.
Wow.
And the DJ...
Was it followed by a proposal?
Well, I didn't get close. Couldn't even get close. Because we were there, we were set up pretty high up. And I thought, then I'll give some photograph.
Yeah.
Well, wrong. Crazy. So now, everybody just surged forward because everyone wanted a photo.
Yeah.
And there were people, like some were disabled at the front, and they were disappearing underneath the setup.
Wow.
We had to...
Do some serious crowd management. Yeah.
Well, they had to take us away.
Wow.
They won't go, and they hook us up on this tow truck. And they took us away. And the crowd was just running behind the
Wow, what an adventure. And obviously, in 46 years, the music industry has changed dramatically since when you began. What are some of the changes that have happened over time that, when you look back, you wish had taken place earlier?
I'm not sure that there would be anything I would change.
Yeah.
My start in the music industry wasn't what I was looking for. I never wanted to be famous. I never thought of being famous.
I can relate to that.
We started off, I think I was probably about 18 years old. And it was just by chance. I don't understand. People say fate. I joined my mom in London when I was about 15.
Wow. Is that when you joined Judy Jack and the Beanstalks?
Yeah.
Okay, the band.
Just by chance. And my brother wanted me, oh, come and sing for me. And I thought, leave me alone, sort of like that. And he said, come on. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be like Aretha Franklin. And we started singing. And I think it was something like Stand By Me. And he just stopped. And he said, oh my God, what a voice.
Wow.
And he just said, we must form a group.
And so it took off from there.
Took off. We formed Judy Jack and the Beanstalks, and we were going for possibly something like 10 years. And then he decided that he's getting married, he's moving away. And after that, I didn't feel that I wanted to join another group. I got married, settled down, didn't think anymore about the music.
Were you at peace completely with putting music aside and focusing on that part of your life?
Yes, I was. I came to terms with it that in our culture as Caribbean people, they thought, well, when you're married, you should be on the stage. You should just look after your husband and your children.
Yes. In fact, I'm reading Grace Jones's memoir, and she talks a lot about Caribbean culture, so I can imagine that's the order of the day.
That's right. So I gave it up, but a twist of fate, I think the marriage didn't last. And I was just left with the children to look after. And I wanted to do that 100% and make sure that I supported my children with education and everything that I didn't get as a youngster. And I said, Mom, what do you think? And my little girl, and they both thought, well, you've got nothing to lose.
Well, we're very glad you came back because you're now in South Africa headlining a show with some amazing South African artists. What can audiences look forward to?
Oh, wow. I always try to do my best and deliver. I feel so blessed by the reception I get here every time I come to South Africa. I am not going to do like an hour performance, so it's going to be a few songs.
Okay. Well, I'm about to let Judy go into the hands of Danilo and Clem, and we'll see what they're going to whip up for us.
Oh man, what a journey. And I'm so excited to actually be in the kitchen today with Clem because we're also going to take you on a culinary and cultural journey today. Going all the way back to the roots of where Judy comes from and sort of hopefully going to surprise her. And I think it would be irresponsible of us not to welcome her into the kitchen today to help us cook. How about it?
Absolutely. There's some pressure there, eh?
For you, not for me. I'm just going to have some fun and watch you guys do this thing. Judy, please come and join us in the kitchen. We'd love to have you here. It's such an honor to see you and to meet you.
Oh, nice to be with you this morning.
I hope you're excited to cook with us today.
Welcome.
Yes, I am.
We're making a special dish. What are we making?
Especially for you, we're making jerk duck with a grilled cucumber salad and some rice and beans at the end.
Does that take you way back?
Sounds good.
Does it take you back?
Well, we don't often do jerk duck. Jerk chicken is more popular.
Ooh, so we're going to kind of make it all fancy schmancy.
Yes.
Try something different. If you guys want to obviously get the recipe, it's on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. You can cook along with us. Let's get started.
Let's get into it. So,
hope you're not getting your hands dirty, by the way.
No, I don't mind.
There we go.
Great. So we're making our own jerk seasoning today. And one of the most important parts of the jerk seasoning for me, besides the allspice berry, is the chili.
Yes.
And we spoke about specifically the Scotch bonnet.
Yes, because we do Scotch bonnet. In some countries, they call it the habanero.
Yes.
Like in Belize, they will call it the habanero pepper. But they are the same, really.
Same thing.
Okay.
Amazing, same citrus flavour with
Absolutely.
that heat. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's go through the other list of ingredients. So we've got some onion flakes. That's available in all stores. We've got some rock salt just to help us break it all up together with basil and water. We've got allspice berries, the habanero we spoke about, some dried thyme, some ground cinnamon with a little bit of ground clove in there as well.
Yum.
And then last but not least, some
Peppercorns.
peppercorns.
Okay.
So, Danila, how about...
You check all the paste.
How about
you
do that
can,
for me?
come.
And then
All the
I
pestle
will
mortar.
start scoring the duck. So we're scoring the duck just to help that fat release out of the duck. We know duck is a very fatty bird. So scoring the duck. How's it going there, Danilo?
So far, so good. Oh, as you're almost crunching up all of these different flavours, it's just starting to give this like burst of flavour in your, nostrils. It's delicious.
You didn't have any clove in that, did you? Did you say clove?
There's a little bit of clove in the ground cinnamon. Mix it a little bit.
Right.
Is clove also very important?
Very, very important, in, especially in jerk.
Yeah. Are you much of a cook at home, by the way? Do you do all the cooking?
Yes, I like to cook. I'm a collector of cookbooks.
Yes.
I try to get cookbooks from all around the world.
Something slightly different all the time, I think.
All the time, yeah. But because now I'm sort of resident in the Caribbean, everything practically is fish.
Okay.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
That's
Which is very similar to us in South Africa. We also love our fresh fish.
Yeah, but we don't get prawns. So I'm a little bit behind with the prawns.
So what I've done out of the paste, I've just added a little bit of olive oil just to turn it into the paste.
Okay, cool.
Great job on that,
Just to moisten it a bit.
Do you miss home cooking while you're traveling? While you're on tour?
No, not really, because it gives me the opportunity to try other things while I'm here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm
Look at that, look at that,
keen
look at
to
that,
go on
look at
this
that.
culinary little experience here because I've honestly never cooked with duck before because it is such a delicate piece of meat. I mean, it's got a lot of flavours already within it, and to kind of find out a way that's so different and so not from my usual, I'm excited to see how this comes out.
And I'm surprised you haven't mentioned that we're putting the duck in a cold pan. We probably made a mistake.
I was thinking that already.
The reason for that is, if we had to put that into a hot pan, it would instantly seal the duck.
Right.
We wouldn't get all that extra fat out that we want.
Oh.
Starting by a cold pan, we slowly render that fat out and the duck cooks in its own fat.
Yeah,
and also toasts all the spices from our mix. Because we didn't toast it before the time.
Interesting.
We actually let the spices toast in the pan. And that's the trick with this dish as well. And then you get
you also put the
maximum
fatty
flavor.
side down. You put the skin side down.
Very important.
Yeah.
Fatty side down, always with duck. So, again, get that fat out there and start seasoning the duck in its own juices, in its own fat.
Ooh, delicious.
So as that's coming up to temperature now, we're going to let that go for about 5 minutes. Keep on checking it to make sure your skin goes extremely crispy, glossy in a sense.
Ooh, delicious.
And then we turn it over and we'll give it another 4 minutes and it should be done perfect.
Delicious. We are going to make a side salad though for this as well later on.
Absolutely. It's a bit of another trying it out, a grilled cucumber salad, but it should be amazing.
Okay, I'm excited. I can't wait for all of these delicious
Did you
dishes
say
making
grilled?
right here in the lobby.
Grilled?
Yes, grilled. We're going to be making
That's
grilled cucumbers.
interesting.
Quite an interesting little feat we're going to try here on the show. After the break, South Africa, we're on the couch with Olwethu Dyantyi, the young magician from Khayelitsha, who's making waves across the world, and he's going to give us a little taste of what he can do. Also, comedian Dalin Oliver is coming up later as well, so you don't want to miss it.
Skip loves your clothes as much as you do.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're about to have a bit of fun with our next guest. He was born in Khayelitsha and started to practice magic at the age of 11. Now, after 6 years of training at the College of Magic in Cape Town, he has blossomed into a world-class performer. And at the young age of 23, he's dumbstruck audiences around the globe, including Las Vegas, Italy, the UK, as well as China. His upcoming show, My Diva Magic, plans to set Sandton on fire later this month. Hopefully not literally, though. Joining us in the loft is glamipulator Olwethu Dyantyi. Welcome to our loft.
Thank you very much for having me here.
I just said this wasn't a very grand entrance there from a magician. I was hoping for like poofs and like you falling from the ceiling or something. You're just sitting there, man. It's so cool to have you in the loft with us today. Let's first begin, right? Okay. Most kids dream of becoming pilots, cops, lawyers, doctors. You were like, I want to make magic. How did that happen?
You know what, if I can tell you, when I grew up in Khayelitsha, we used to have magicians come into our primary schools to do magic. And I was really so fascinated about magic, like how it's done, is it real or not? And I didn't know that magic would be my career though, and I just went to the College of Magic, and things, they've changed. It happened to be something that is keeping me busy. Yeah. I remember when I would learn just one trick and then I'll come home and then I want to show my mom. Mom, I said, look, I've got this trick. My mom would be, "You very good, my boy. You're better than David Copperfield." I was like, well, Mom, I don't think I'm better than Copperfield, but I think
But she's your mother. She has to think that you're better than all of them.
Yes, yeah. And things went good, and my father now, he's very supportive. They all believe in me. The community, they supporting me, yes.
Totally. That's so great to hear, because a lot of parents, obviously, when they see their son starting to succeed at the thing, then they're like, okay, wait, now we can sit back, relax, and make sure that he's walking down the right path. But a lot of parents might think that following a career of magic is something that maybe nerds do, sit at home, watching internet videos, and then you kind of learn your tricks that way. You spent 6 years at a college of magic. What do you do in those 6 years?
At the college, we're not learning only magic. They teach how to stand up and actually talk in front of an audience and be confident. And they teach us miming, clowning, juggling. So all those 6 years of learning magic is not only just about the art.
And I love the fact that you mentioned that it's an art, because it is an art form for many different reasons. And I mean, you learn the different disciplines of art throughout this College of Magic career. I'm sure you would have. What is your specific artwork? Like, what is your style of magic?
I like what we call, in the magic genre, we call the stage magic. That's where I'm on stage, nice, beautiful lighting, music, dance, and the glamour. That's why I'm called the Glamipulator. So yeah, I like stage magic, doing illusion, making a lady fly, or sewing the lady in half. That's my style of magic. And also I do the close-up stuff, but I specialize in stage magic, sleight of hand magic.
Yes. I must ask you though, obviously you've won awards, and I will talk about your 2015 award that you won recently, which is very, very cool, man. Well done about that. You've traveled the world with your magic too. Do you make money?
Well, yes, I do make money out of magic. Yes, when I get contracts in China, and last year I was in China for a second time, and they've told me the good news was I will be doing that contract like every year. Wow. So that is actually something. So yes, I do make money through the art.
Mama, I made it. I can still make a living out of the things I love
bring
doing.
something on the table.
Awesome. That is so cool to hear. Let's talk about that award I mentioned earlier on, 2015. Really exciting that you won top prize.
Yeah. I won the Grand Prix prize. I was the first place in my category, and there were different categories, and of course the overall winner, I won the first place, and I was very happy. My family was happy too, and yeah, it's the hard work, man. Yeah, it's the time that I put in and practice. Yeah.
Yeah, I must shake your hand.
Thank you very much.
But actually, to check what were the tricks, I'm joking. But I must shake your hand and say congratulations. It's really exciting to see you. You're flourishing so much. It feels weird sitting down a magician on the couch, and I really want you to go and show us your tricks of the trade. So, are you ready to wow our audiences?
I am ready. Yes.
Let's go do it.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. His story is an absolute inspiration, from Khayelitsha to the globe, taking his magic to everybody who needs a little bit of magic in their lives. Olwethu Dyantyi right here on Afternoon Express. It's all about the magic. Enjoy. Africa, what you don't actually understand is that I'm actually Harry Potter and I did the Wingardium Leviosa. You see, you thought it was impressive, but it's not. It's real magic. So if you guys want to catch Olwethu performing live, then make sure you catch his latest show, My Diva Magic, at the Theatre on the Square in Sandton from the 22nd to the 27th of February. If you want any more information, then be sure to head over to afternoonexpress.co.za, where we will post all the details. After the break, we're on the couch with comedian and Good Hope FM morning sports presenter Dalin Oliver. It's all about the laughs right here on Afternoon Express.
Five Roses blends only the top 2 leaves of the finest Ceylon teas. Because nobody makes better tea than you and Five Roses.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on SABC3. Now, he's a familiar voice on Good Hope FM as the breakfast show's sports presenter, as well as being one of Cape Town's top comedians. His one-man show, I Came, I Taught, I Left, is about to return for a final run at the Baxter Theatre in Cape Town after a week-long sold-out run last year. Joining us on the couch is former high school teacher turned funny man, Dalin Oliver. Welcome, Dalin.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, lovely to have you here. So you were a teacher.
Yes, such a lovely intro as well. Wow, all my teacher mentions, etc.
That's how we roll here on Afternoon Express.
I was a teacher, but not for long. I taught for about 5 months. And then I called it quits. So I studied, I did my undergrad and then postgrad, did my postgraduate certificate in education, maths and history. Taught for 2 months and realized, okay, it's not for me just yet. And then obviously pursued comedy and sports presenting. Fortunately, I haven't had to teach it, but still trying to work with the youngsters. I coach a bit of cricket. So junior age groups from about 6, 7, 8, 9 up until 15.
Did you find your sense of humour helped you navigate the classroom a whole lot better? I mean, maybe did the students enjoy maths more?
Yeah, well, maths was
because I would have loved a funny man as a maths teacher.
Yeah, maths in general, I think there's so much comedy in it half the time. If you don't know the answer, you're like, kids, that's homework. And you can go find out and ask your parents. But it was cool because I taught at Wynberg Boys, which is the school that I matriculated at.
Yeah, it's a great school.
Yeah, so, which is an interesting dynamic because I performed at the school before, so a lot of the youngsters knew that I was a comedian. Yeah, so they pushed their luck quite a bit. Like, there'd be instances where I'd be serious because they didn't do homework, and I'd say, guys, you need to do your homework, etc., etc. I'm giving you detention. Awkward silence. And then they started laughing at me. Yeah, so then they started laughing, and from there you realized, okay, I'm gonna have to have a different angle. But fortunately, I think they respected me. I hope they did. And there was a cool relationship. I mean, the youngsters, I understand that they are energetic and they need that environment where they can be a bit out there, but at the same time do their work.
So your one-man show, I Came, I Taught, I Left, is backed by popular demand. It was sold out for a week-long run at the Baxter. What are the main themes of it?
So I Came, I Taught, I Left. It's basically a narrative of my journey so far. So I attended 2 high schools, South Peninsula High and then Wynberg Boys. So non-Model C, co-ed, and then Model C, single sex. So it's that dynamic, and then matriculating at Wynberg, and then studying, and then going back to teach at Wynberg.
Right.
And then the interaction with those youngsters. And then from there, I speak about coaching because I'm quite big into my cricket. Played some junior provincial cricket while at high school. So then it's the dynamic of the youngsters while coaching them and their responses. And there's no filter. They just say the first thing that pops to their mind. One kid asked me on an occasion, so would you like a date? And then I was like, no, I'm not hungry. It's like, no, sir, a date. My mommy knows that you're single, so she wants to set you up on a date with my auntie. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Let's see how we move around the situation. And then from there, just chatting about the general love I have for cricket and how it affected that little journey.
Yeah. Speaking of your love for cricket, you're also a sports presenter on Good Hope FM. How did you get into sports presenting?
Yeah, that was actually an interesting ride as well. It was the Good Hope FM campus DJ search in 2010. So I was a third-year student, BA Politics and History up at UCT. Yeah, and then it was in, I think, April.
You've got quite a brain on you.
Fake it till you make it, eh? But yeah, so then third year, and they had a campus DJ search. I entered by chance. Stage fright, big time. So you had tutorials or presentations. I'd be that guy who just stayed away from it and fluffed over all his presentations.
Yeah.
And then my buddies dared me, like, dude, give it a shot. I gave it a shot, and fortunately they enjoyed that. But so then I won the UCT league, and then was a top 5 finalist. And then once I was done studying, I contacted the radio station. They were cool enough to get me involved. So
That's
yeah,
awesome. You're also developing as an actor. You were in a movie called Finders Keepers with Stuart Taylor, who's also your director, your stage show director.
Yeah, so that was an interesting experience because we filmed last year, June and July, and Stuart Taylor's director of my one-man show, and he's also one of the main cast members in Finders Keepers. A very different experience compared to being on stage, because on stage I'm very animated, using my hands and physical features. Off stage, on camera, with acting, I had to narrow everything down. So, for example, the first day of filming, we were doing a shot with over the one actress's shoulder. They're getting it on me, and I was all these hand gestures, etc., etc. And they're like, cool, we're changing the angle. Dalin, just remember, for continuity, you have to keep the same. The same gestures. I was like, continuity, what's that? They're like, no, all the gestures
Everything
you have to repeat. I was like, oh, I can't even remember my lines, guys. I don't even know how this is going to work. But after the 6-week process, it worked out nicely. One of the other leads, Niels van Jasveld, was awesome working alongside him for that period. And that experience that he had, he just kind of calmed me down. Said, enjoy it, man. So yeah, the film releases in June, I think June 24.
Okay.
So the script is funny. Very good script, a cool cast, Grant Swanby's in it, Sivan Casey, Irshad Ali, Alisa Slava. So once that movie is shown, I'm going to be panicking in the corner, sitting like this, like, guys.
It's good to panic.
I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm excited. Yeah, it's a cool experience.
Yeah. And what's up for the future for you? What's on the horizon?
Well, we've got the show now that we're filming, the return run, which I'm very excited about. And then on the 5th of March, it's the final evening, we're filming the DVD. So
that's incredible.
That's going to be cool. So it's a 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. show. We'll do the DVD live recording, get some bits with the audience as well. Pre and post show, they better just say nice things. No, it was amazing, even if they lie, etc. But thereafter, I'm heading to Paul with the show, start of April, and then I'll do PE, and then go up to Joburg for a bit to the club circuit, and then Arts Fest again in Grahamstown. So just trying to stay busy.
Yeah, all the best with the tour.
Thank you.
Sounds like it's going to be a busy year for you.
Yeah, if there's audience members, then it should be even better.
Awesome.
So yeah, looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Dalin.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Dalin's one-man stand-up comedy show, I Came, I Taught, I Left, will be running at the Baxter in Cape Town from the 22nd of Feb till the 5th of March. So make sure you go check it out. For now, though, let's see how Danilo's coming along in the kitchen.
It's always awesome to have funny men in the loft with us. I love working with Dalin. He's one of those characters who really works hard at what he does and really does try and find those unique little opportunities to make you laugh. So it's really, really awesome to have him in the loft with us today. But it's also good to have Judy Boucher joining us in the loft. And we're making something so delicious today. We're making something to do with duck, and we're also making now the side salad. I said something to do with duck because I actually forgot what it's called.
It is the grilled cucumber salad.
No, that's a what's the duck?
The jerk duck.
Jerk duck. That's it. We're making a jerk duck. So if you've also forgotten the website, afternoonexpress.co.za, so you can find the recipe and the shopping list. So we're making jerk duck, and now it's time for us to get onto the salad, which has grilled cucumber.
We're trying it. Well, it's new to us, but I mean, so many Asian salads have fried off cucumber in there. So today we're going to take that spin and that inspiration to put our salad together.
How can we help?
Would you slice the cucumber up for me, please? It's just into quarters, once down the length, and then in half.
You can take the big knife,
me,
that's all yours.
I have the big cleaver.
Just stay away from me. I'll wash my knife, okay? What can I do?
So what you can do is you can chop the dill up for me. I'm actually doing nothing. I'm just standing back.
Okay.
That's amazing. So you can totally go with the cucumber. And then straight down the length. Amazing. So I've got my griddle pan on.
Without cutting my fingers?
Not me. I'll take all mine. Stay away from mine too, please.
Great job. Look at that. So now, here goes the crazy part. Straight onto our really hot smoking griddle pan. And that's just to release some of the natural flavors in there as well. Because cucumber tastes different when it's been heated up slightly. So we'll give that a few seconds. Danilo, how are you doing?
I'm done.
Okay, so in your mixing bowl, Danilo, if you can add the dill for me. And dill goes so well with cucumber, we know that already.
Yeah, cool.
A little bit of apple cider vinegar, you've got your side as well. All of it. And a little bit of honey, just to counteract that flavor of
and this is like a sort of, you can use the maple honey, I suppose, which gives a nice little flavor.
Oh, that's amazing. So you've got your spatula on the side.
Yes, I do.
So if you could add a little bit of salt just for seasoning, and you can stir that all up to get all the ingredients together.
How about I hand this to you? You can help me stir this up.
There we go.
Okay.
Let's stir it up. Throw a bit of salt in there just for season. Cool. And do you want me to add the onions?
Is that enough salt?
Just a little pinch, eh?
A little pinch of the spring onion. Joe, we'll use some of that at the end as well.
Delicious. Okay.
There seems to be quite a lot of liquid there.
And that liquid is going to help, in a sense, pickle our cucumbers. And you don't need to char it completely black. Just get some of those char lines on there, and that's enough to add some of that smoky flavor. And the texture's changed. You can see so much of the liquid has come out.
See what it tastes like?
Sure, go for it.
I just want to know because I've never...
It's a bit strange because it's warm.
It's delicious because it tastes a little bit like zucchini. It's a slightly different flavor. It's got that smoky flavor, like you said, and it's warm, which is weird for cucumber.
It's warm.
I like the flavors.
And a little bit sweet.
And that's what the extra heat does. It brings out some of the natural sugar in the actual cucumber. So this experiment of mine is a bit of a success.
It is a success. It's a, what you call it, a clem win.
A clem win.
Yes.
Thanks, Daniela. Okay, great. So get our cucumber in there. Our duck has been resting, and that's very important that after it's been roasting, you let it rest for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Remember, there's a lot of liquid in that duck, and that's a trick. You don't want to slice it and all the liquid runs out.
Yes, I see. So keep all the juices in. You want a dry duck. Delicious.
So let's start plating up our dish. Daniela, will you pass the plate on the side for
me?
me?
You've cheated us, I think, because you've just put this whole thing on our plate. It's like we're meant to know what this is. So we haven't even shown anyone how to make this.
It's a bit of a treat. I'm hoping that Judy likes it. It is my rice and beans. That's right. Traditional recipe.
It's rice and beans, a traditional one.
Yeah.
So that recipe is on our website as well, and you've got to try it. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, those look so good, guys. I just want to tuck in right now.
Wow. Let's top it with some of that grilled cucumber salad.
Oh, I see. So it goes actually on the dish itself.
Why not? And I mean, I'm putting it all on one big platter because, I mean, the idea of feasting and like having one big platter and everybody's eating off.
It's cucumber, it's healthy.
There we go.
That's what they all say. Cucumber's healthy, but I just think it's like water. It's like eating watermelon. Yeah, it's grilled water.
What do you think, guys?
I think you should use a spoon, is what I think.
Why?
Because this is, you look like it's torture of you trying to like scoop out these big things. It looks so amazing, and I can't wait to tuck into this, and I hope you're excited to taste it too. I assume.
Oh, yes.
Smacking your lips there on the far side. So, South Africa, don't forget, after the break, Judy Boucher treats us to an exclusive performance, so stay right where you are. I'll make sure that she keeps this food safe. See you now.
Experience the world in a way less limited. Apply today at dinersclub.co.za.
Freshpack. Goodness comes naturally.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now make sure you tune in for Pasela this evening at 7:30 on SABC2. Tonight they catch up with South African cricketer Faf du Plessis and veteran actress Antoinette Lowe in Stellenbosch. Together they go wine tasting, walking through the historical streets of the university town and picking berries on a local farm. And now, for the moment we've all been anticipating, Judy Boucher in the loft about to perform I'm Hopelessly Yours. Take it away.
hopelessly yours. I cried at the slightest of emotions, 'cause I'm just going through these emotions. I love you, I hate you, forget you, oh, but I'm afraid to. You love me, or did you? I'll never be sure. But one thing's for certain, in spite of this hurting, forever I'm hopelessly yours. 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 Forever I'm hopelessly yours.
Wow. Ladies, please come and join us at the table. It would be fantastic to share a meal with you after that beautiful, beautiful performance.
Yes,
Congratulations,
yes.
all three of you.
Is that about someone really specific? Because it sounded like a serious heartbreak.
Well, it's a heartbreak song, of course. It was written by one of my favorite country singer, now deceased, George Jones.
Okay.
And a lot of people thought that he probably would be singing it for Tammy Wynette, who was his wife.
Wow.
Well, I don't think so. They've sorted out all of those problems. It's food. It always does. It solves every problem. Claim, would you mind dishing up for our kids?
Let's comfort eat.
Yeah, let's comfort eat. South Africa, it's really cool to have Judy with us in the loft today, and it's really awesome to be in your living rooms this afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning into the show today. We're going to enjoy a delicious meal. I hope you guys will be enjoying the same meal at home after you cooked along with us right here on Afternoon Express. We'll see you next week, right? Same time, same place.
Enjoy your weekend.
Good night. Happy eating. Next week on Afternoon Express, Anele Mdoda and Celeste Ntuli join us in the loft.
Another feel-good production.
Hi, YouTubers. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means the world to us. Join the Afternoon Express family by subscribing to our channel right here. And we'll keep you up to date with all our recipes and, of course, our fabulous episodes. Also, feel free to leave a comment and share this video. We do love it when you express yourself.